fair share of
See
weird.
these nuts? It's N.S.o.S Podcast episode 8.
8.
Is it 8?
It is 8.
Hateful 8.
Hateful 8.
Master Tate.
Master Tate. And we're still in the first 60 seconds. They're going to be like, oh, that was pretty close.
Master Tate?
Master Tater.
Haha. Gotta love that wordplay. We're back at it again. Lou and Jay here. It's been a long fucking week.
It's been a 3-week week.
Yeah, I don't know about 3-week week.
It's been a 3-week week.
It went by fast.
Monday,
I
6.
feel like I didn't get shit done.
Like I made a joke at work about it being Groundhog Day, and every day is not instead the same, but progressively worse. And it's like, everybody's like, man,
Put
that's
the toaster in the bathtub.
Yeah,
That's still the
bath
funniest
bomb.
scene in that entire fucking movie. He just walks downstairs and jerks the toaster out of the fucking wall and walks back upstairs and just sits down in the bathtub. And you see him sit there with the toaster. And then it just cuts to downstairs and everybody's eating breakfast and the lights just start flickering. It's like, oh my fucking God.
That went real south real quick. Real.
Then when he lets the fucking groundhog drive,
Yeah.
fuckers swerving everywhere. You got it. You got it.
I mean, that's pretty much what you do in that situation is just, you got to imagine how many wheels Jesus has on his wall.
Whole bunch.
Whole bunch.
Whole bunch. Jesus, shitty co-pilot.
I tried that one time. You know what? I ended up in the hospital with a broken leg.
Take the wheel. God
What?
damn it.
He wouldn't. Yeah, he was out for that one.
Exactly. God damn it. Sound like my dad.
I'm not my dad. You will address
So-
me by my title.
Took off to Arkansas for Valentine's Day with the Weef. Came back with all kinds of shit. It's going to be listed on the store soon.
Oh, yeah, and there's some really, really, really wild-looking points over there. I see one growing out of another, and that's pretty cool.
Speaking of store, we have new t-shirts up. Patreon subscribers get in there to win on that giveaway and shit. So you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Yeah, Arkansas was a fun trip, though. We
That
only
sounds
went
like
up
a
there
lot
for
of
the
fun.
day. But God, was that drive a motherfucker. Like, dude,
Yeah.
Little Rock is so fucked up right now with, like, how the roads are situated because they've got all that construction work going on.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Like, is the I-240 bad, or?
it's like 40 all the way out.
Ugh.
Like, they've got it jammed up and got the little concrete barriers in between everything, and it's like 2 lanes, and you're scrunched right up on top of everybody.
And nobody
there's
knows what
fucking
the fuck to do.
18-wheelers, bumper to bumper. Like, we hit fucking like an hour of gridlock on the way home, and it was such bullshit because it was like on the 75-mile-an-hour stretch of 40,
And you're doing
and it was just like 5 miles an hour.
stuff.
Like slinking the entire time with dipshits on the CB talking fucking stupid, and like I just kept
That would
getting
be
on the
so
radio,
fun.
and it was like, God damn it, could you please shut up? Like,
Oh, I'd immediately start fucking with them. Like, you know, FAA or FCA is probably gonna come after me, but I'm about to talk some shit.
FCA. You mean the FCC?
Yeah, FCC, one of those fucking alphabet agencies.
Federal Communication Commission.
Yeah, the FCC would probably have some questions for me after some of the shit I would say.
FAA's fucking
That's flight.
airplanes.
Yeah.
FCC's fucking communications.
What did I say? FCA? I
Yeah.
don't know what that is. There's so many acronyms.
Future Christian.
Future Christians of
Right.
America.
No, it was Fellowship of Christian Athletes. That's what it was. FCA
okay.
was the shit that you would go to in fucking high school when they would do like the church thing.
Okay.
We had a fucked up one of those one time. We had a guy come in that was blind, and he told us this story about how he was super bad alcoholic and like got really bad in gambling debt and shit, and like was about to lose his house and stuff. And fucking he went home, and he decided that he was gonna kill himself, so he polished off a bottle of whiskey and he took his revolver and he stuck it to his temple and he pulled the trigger, and the bullet passed straight through, and all it did was sever his optical nerves. Didn't kill him. Didn't bleed out, nothing. It just went boop and took out both his optical nerves. And now this motherfucker is blind as shit and goes around spreading the word of Jesus because God kept him here.
Because he's a shitty game? I mean,
Everybody knows.
I'm just...
Never mind. Whoops. That was close. You almost got me on that one. I was slipping a little bit today. But yeah. What's that joke about Abbey Road? You know, the Beatles went across when they were supposed to go down.
Yeah. That was a little dark.
I saw a crazy thing the other day that's a conspiracy that Paul McCartney died in a car accident, and that there are subtle hints riddled throughout Beatles albums, like the fact that in several different Beatles albums there's always a hand above Paul's head. Also, there are reverse recordings, which goes back to last week. That whole reverse recording shit. There's one where John says, "Paul's dead, I buried him," and some other creepy shit, like just like numerological shit that like syncs up with how old Paul would have been, and like surnames of a person that won a fucking look-alike contest that they had for him. Like,
see, that's really wild. Cause when you were saying that, I was like, oh, because my mind went back to Little Nicky where they reversed the Beatles album. And I was like, wait a second, Lou said something. Yeah, oh, it was Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, Chicago kicks ass. I watched that movie like last week.
I need to go back and revisit that one.
It's still so fucking good.
But I got to think about that. I was like, the reverse.
You just hit me in the face with a shovel.
Adam Sandler's so underrated.
Dude, he had some of the fucking best movies back in the day, and he had like all the greatest fucking comedy guys in there. Fucking Chris Farley and shit. Like,
Dude, yeah.
it's
And
way too damn hot outside for a penguin. Fucking Billy Madison
Oh
and
my
Happy
God.
Gilmore were two of my fucking favorite movies.
And this may be a little late, but you heard that Carl Weathers passed.
Mm-hmm.
That happened like it's Monday?
Last week? Or was it earlier this week?
It was like early in the week because it hadn't happened like
Two
the
other
last
people died that I saw the other day. I can't remember who the fuck it was, though.
It's getting crazy out there, man. These are national treasures we're losing. Maybe
None
not.
of the ones that need to go.
We got, I mean, there were a couple that went.
Dude,
that I was
Ozzy's
like, oh.
fucking on his last legs, bro. I'm waiting for that shit to happen. And Keith Richards is still
Still
fucking
kicking.
outliving every motherfucker.
Dude,
If there's a cure for every disease, it lies within that man.
what
Hey, it's going to be him and Cher and cockroaches after the nuclear holocaust.
And Cher will look no different than she did after 2001.
She looks like the kid that she was fucking the parent of in that movie, The Mask. Fucking
All
Space
plastic.
motherfucker.
It's all plastic. It's all plastic.
I don't know how that woman stayed so fucking famous over the years, because
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not like she made any good music.
I remember, like, okay, it was Sonny and Cher, and Sonny hit.
Sonny hit a tree
Yeah.
while he was skiing
Yeah.
real hard.
Yeah.
Hard enough it rocked his shit into the afterlife. Like,
God, you imagine he's looking back going,
oh, I bet he ain't
Oh,
looking. He looking straight ahead into some pine needles.
is that a fir tree?
Yeah, it probably fucking impaled him. I don't know what exactly. I know he hit a tree.
Probably hit one of them branches and it fucking impaled him.
I bet he was going down like a black diamond fucking
Yep.
trail, and fucking, because I remember that shit on the news when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that-
crazy. You just dated yourself, by the way.
Oh, I'm well aware of my age.
Somebody
Yeah.
asked me there, I was like, oh man, I don't really want to say this out loud.
Like, I remember when Bill Clinton was in office
Yep.
and lied about getting a blowjob from a Jewish lady. Like,
I remember the OJ chase.
watch that on TV.
Live on TV.
And then watch that motherfucker walk after he tried to put on a glove that didn't fit.
We're just going to hold our hand like this. See,
We're-
it doesn't.
I can't do it. I can't put the glove. It's like, you can't close your hand, motherfucker. Like, this
And-
dude literally put out a fucking post not long ago where it's like, I don't know how I could ever feel safe in Los Angeles knowing that killer could still be out there. And it's like, bro.
You as the man in the box, bro. Like,
Lane Staley is looking down at you, just shaking his head right now, like
for shame. For
fucking
shame.
uncouth, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you walked, shut up.
You got your pass. Nobody questions
And
it.
he went to prison anyway because he fucking robbed a Hard Rock to try to steal back shit that belonged to him.
Wow.
You
I still want one of
got
those white
away with
Broncos.
murder and then you went to jail for armed robbery. Way to prove that you're not the person that you're trying to say that you aren't.
But he's a saint. Yeah, okay.
Who'd he play for again? Dolphins? Was it Dolphins?
Yeah, OJ? Yeah, Dolphins. And he was actually almost going to be the original Terminator, believe it or not.
Oh, did you see that shit?
Oh, that's crazy.
They used to be in my bedroom when I was a kid.
Let me take a picture of that and put it on social. The Chicago Bears?
It's the 85-86 Bears, too. That's the ones that won the Super Bowl. That was the last time they were fucking dope. That was when Fridge and Perry and fucking Walter Payton, fucking Ditka.
Oh, yeah, Ditka.
Yeah, like that dude, that was 46-10 against the fucking Patriots.
That was Super Bowl 20? Is that what that is? That Roman numeral for 20 on the bottom?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's old as fuck. That was the year before I was born.
That's wild.
Like that, my grandfather got that the year they won the Super Bowl because they went to the fucking game and shit, and he got one of the posters that they had
Framed it up and everything.
Like they did the Sports Illustrated shit. Like you get to subscribe. Which, speaking of that, I fucking found out that the U.S. Mint does subscription services for new releases of coins.
Really?
Yeah.
So you get like a
and
pre-order.
You can also buy rolls, bags, or boxes of new released coinage like quarters and shit. So if there's a particular quarter that has mint errors, you can get on the US Mint website and go, hey, I want a bag of these for like $270, and then you can turn around and flip them motherfuckers on eBay for like premiums because people pay out the ass for coin rolls to search, which is why I have like an entire box of fucking pennies over here that I've been slowly going through. And taking them out of the rolls and throwing them in that box, going through them. Like,
under a fine-tooth comb.
Dude, I found three different double dies so far. I've got a quarter that's got a double die on the back of it, and then I've got 2 pennies and a dime. And all of them are in pretty good shape. This is the penny right here. It's a 64.
As much as you know about this, you should have like another like YouTube channel.
There's so many people that do that shit, and I don't know near as much as most of them.
Yeah, but
like I do the research, but there's so many more people that know more shit. Like if you want to know anything about coins, Blue Ridge Silverhound, that guy, albeit he can be a little long-winded at times, fucking super informative. Like does weekly market reports and goes through like eBay sales and shows like how much shit went for. Like even shows you how to do it without getting shit graded and how to keep from getting stiffed on shit. Guy's super informative. He does live streams all the time. Like big shout out to that dude because he is one of the reasons why I am as knowledgeable about the shit as I am, because I literally like just mainlined his videos for like 6 months straight.
Binged.
Like whenever I was getting big into it and I first started the coin store, whenever I wasn't working at the club, like I knew there was money in it because I was seeing the money on eBay. And I mean that first coin store I sold 2 fucking 1964 pennies and I got out of pocket change for $40 a piece. Like, yeah,
for a 1 cent piece.
2 cents, I made $80. Because they were the misplaced mint marks. And they were a variety. Like, there is a book called The Cherry Picker's Guide. And it literally gives you pictures and, like, place markers and, like, little details about what to look for and, like, reference images and shit. Values in certain conditions. It's kind of like that fucking red book I've got. But it's, like, literally all just variety shit. And goes all the way back to, like, the 1800s. For U.S. coins.
Wow.
Yeah, like it goes all the way back to like pre-33 gold and like back to like the Drake bust and like cornet and barber dimes and barber quarters and shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's old shit.
Wow. That's
But
pretty comprehensive, man. That's like a.
I've got a fucking 1849 that's a punched over date on a $10 gold piece that's 5 grades higher than anything else that's graded. The only other two great, like highest grades below this one are XF40. This is a XF45, and XF40s only have 2 of them that have ever been graded.
Oh wow.
And mine's 5 grades higher than that. But it's not designated because I guess they didn't notice it, which is, I don't know how you wouldn't, because it's very fucking obvious, because there's like a huge die crack like running up through the 4, and then if you look at it you can see where they punched the date over the top of another date that was like misaligned, so you can see the outlines of the other numbers underneath it. Like, it's very, like, you can tell.
You can look
Like,
at
there's no doubt about it. Like, you don't even have to look at it hard under a magnifying glass. You can see it, like, just outright. But I need to get that one sent off and redesignated, because that thing could be worth a fucking lot.
it. You have to be like, you know what?
Mm,
Permanent vacation.
No, that I'm hanging on to that one. That's one of those ones where it's like I don't want to get rid of it, because to know that I've got something that's 5 grades higher than anything else that anybody's got. Like, there's nobody else that could even get close to it with a registry set, which means that it's kind of like name your price at that point. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like, it's like, what you got?
Yeah. How deep
Like,
are
I'm
your
kind of
pockets?
holding all the cards right now. What you got? Like,
Right. Like I'll get back to you on that offer.
people that get into that registry set shit, like, I got a little into it because I was trying to like do the complete set of Morgan dollars, because if you can complete just like a date set and top set, just like one of each date and each mint mark, $1.2 million in fucking AU50. Like, they don't even have to be uncirculated, they just have to be almost uncirculated, and you'll have $1.5 million coin collection. That's how expensive this shit is. Like,
Yeah, there's people that pay this.
yeah, because registry sets, you're like competing for points. So it's like you're competing against all the other collectors to see who has the most pristine set.
Right.
Like, which I'm not that fucking meticulous about shit. I've got some books that I've put together myself that have a lot of really nice uncirculated shit in them. But I'm not going to go through the time and effort of tracking down like $330 pennies that are full red. Oh no, dude, they get way higher than that. You look at a key date, to get a key date in mint state, like $250,000-$300,000. Like, no, dude, fucking for a penny, for a fucking penny. Like, I could pull it up on PCGS right now. There are pennies that, no, they could go as high as like $2.5 million, $3 million, because there was only like, there's 5 or 6 dates that are key dates where the mintage was so low that it's almost impossible to find one in mint state. Like, they don't exist. Like, the consensus is like there's dozens to hundreds, maybe, like, that still exist, that are in hoards or that are like tucked back away, that are actually still in red condition, like in full red condition. Because there's 3 designations for pennies. There's full red, red brown, and brown, which means you either got a little bit of oxidation and discoloration, or it's just like completely oxidized and completely brown.
Yeah.
Full red, it has to be spotless. That's no carbon spots. That's no plating blisters. That's no
fingerprint oil.
No fingerprint oils. No fucking. The second you touch it with your like bare fingers, you've already fucked it, because it's immediately gonna start turning brown.
Oh yeah.
You have to wear white gloves with pennies if you're dealing with like mint state shit. Like, because any other way, any kind of oil contamination on those coins, it's instantly going to fuck it.
Statue of Liberty.
To find something from like 1909 that only had 1.2 million coins minted or some shit. Because, like, there's.
Needle in a haystack.
You're not going to find it unless somebody just had one stuffed back in a safe, or had like an old coin roll that
was
like
never
put back. Like, just great grandpa's coin jar that never got found, like, until now, and pull it out, and it's like, holy shit. There's people that fucking pull out gold pieces and silver pieces around here, like old coins, all the time. people go metal detecting around here a lot. And I just figured out the manual for that one that I got. That's one of $1,200 motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like that was my grandfather's, and I'm about to use the fuck out of that bitch because I
especially
figured out how to ping it out to where it'll only ping on like
dense
silver or
metal.
gold, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like you can actually phase it out to where it won't ping on lead or tin or any of the other shit or zinc. It'll only ping on silver or gold.
So resonate. Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty
like
dope.
you can like gauge out the frequency on it, and it's got the little fucking toggle switch trigger on it. I'm about to fucking go tracking all over the goddamn place with that thing.
Oh yeah.
Because, dude, you know there's all kinds of fucking bullets and buttons and cannonballs and shit around here from the Civil War.
Dude, this place is one of the bigger battles. Like the Battle of Corinth was one of the bigger
This
ones.
was the crossroads to everything for the South.
Yeah.
They shut this place down and they fucking shut everything down. Like, they couldn't get supplies anywhere.
Yep.
Like,
And it sucks being the crossroads of the South because oh my Lanta.
now it's just like the fucking drug hub of the South between Memphis and fucking here. Dude, I'm so sick of dealing with fucking tweakers, man. It's fucking retarded. Like, god damn.
Can I hold a dollar?
Not even that, dude. Just like fucking gas station down the street. You seen that one? The one that's working there now?
No.
Oh, god damn.
The
Bro, really?
old school shop.
She look like an old school shop.
Like towards this way or towards that way?
That way.
On the corner?
Running a marathon. Across from the gun.
Oh no, I haven't been in there.
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
I got to keep my mouth shut, man, because me in public.
No, dude. The first time I saw this one working in there, I swear to God, I walk in, she's like already fidgeting and shit behind me. And I was just like, what's up? Set my shit on the counter. I was like, I need 5 and gas on pump 2 because I was on the bike.
Yeah.
And fucking, she gets fishing. She's like, I'm having a bad day.
Okay.
That sucks.
For you.
She's like, you believe this shit is fake? And she hands me $100 bill that is printed on like printer paper. Like, legit, like, I didn't even have to fucking look at it. Like, I just, instantly hit my hand, and I was like, yeah, no. Like, it's blue. Like, this color blue. Like, bro, it wasn't even the right tint. Like,
Oh, my God. It took 2 brain cells.
This fucking stiff. It's like, kind of crinkled like that, and fucking blue.
Like,
and I just went, so how did that one get by you? I don't know, I'm just having a day. How you know it's fake? I was like, because I know how money feels. I used to work in a fucking strip club. You know how much money I've counted in the past, like, 9 years? Because I don't. Like, I genuinely fucking don't. Like, it's up in the air on how much has crossed these hands. Like,
you probably got the cure for fucking everything on your hands.
Fucking.
Take a little skin sample and.
No, I made sure I took a shower every time I left that place. As soon as I got home.
Yeah, like I got the hand sanitizer and the glove box.
Bro, we used to have hand sanitizer stations all over that bitch. Like, you couldn't walk 10 feet without one. Like,
fucking COVID fucking implemented that.
I got religious on those things, dude. I got to a point where I was wearing rubber gloves at work. Like, I just wear the black rubber gloves and shit if I had to count money and stuff because it was easier. Like, you don't have it fucking slip out of your fingers and shit, especially with new bills. If you're using rubber gloves, the new bills, when they're all crisp and stuck together when they come out of the bank straps, like, it's a motherfucker to get them apart unless you either got that sticky shit or rubber glove.
Yeah.
Fucking hate new ones. God damn. That was like the worst shit ever to deal with because we'd get like a block from the bank that was just like 10 grand in ones.
You could tell they were all printed in sequence.
Cellophaned block. Like, it had a serial number on it, barcode and shit, and like you'd have to cut the block open, and then it was just like stacks of hundreds.
That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
it wasn't that big. It was like this, but like still, it was like a little block.
That's a lot of that's
But yeah,
compressed.
fucking, it was literally like printer paper. You know, fresh printer paper,
Oh
like
yeah.
how it sticks together and you got to
Got
like, kind
static
of flip
charge to
through
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't put it in the money counter. It'd fucking gum up the money counter. It just
Yeah.
like cause it to like start jamming up and shit because it couldn't separate them.
Yeah. There's no air or anything
Yeah,
between
like,
them.
dude, it's fucking retarded. The only thing I liked about it was the fact that I had some of the managers that would like dump off whole like bank straps of star notes, like I could trade in hundreds.
Oh
And if
yeah.
they had any star notes, I could buy the whole stack off of them, and that would mean I would have 100 sequential star notes, like all the way, like from.
Oh yeah. You ever in
Yeah.
the gummy
Oh,
hole?
dude, I had a fucking envelope at one point in time that was like this thick, with nothing but star notes in it, like just
Jesus.
that fucking.
Because you know they're like, I don't give a fuck, whatever, man.
Well, I mean, I was paying for them. Like, I was trading out
Yeah.
hundreds for them. That were like, why do you want to buy ones? That's so fucking dumb. I was like, they're
Don't worry
star
about it.
notes. Like, I want to go through and look for fancy cereals because you can sell these things for a decent amount.
I tell them that. Don't worry about it. You're
Like, I
getting your
had
money.
some of my fucking door girls, like, some of my door girls would, like, whenever somebody come in with old money and shit, if they'd run across an old bill, they'd, like, run up in the booth and be like, yo, you got a $5? And be like, yeah, why? And they'd be like, here. And they'd throw, like, an old-ass fucking $5 bill or something down, and I'd just trade them out.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Oh
don't
yeah,
give a shit
like
about
I had
anything about the
everybody on
number.
the hunt for me with that shit. Like I used to go through all my tip ones at the end of the night, like pull out all the star notes and shit and set them aside.
Oh, bro, like the what got me into that a little bit was I was at Jack's in Iuka, and I heard somebody get their change back, and it sounded different. And I
You
said,
got
hey,
that ting.
ting, with a resonation. I was like, hey, wait. Hey, buddy, I'll give you 50 cents for that quarter right there. And you look at it, and you look at the side of it, and there's no.
Spot silver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, all right, whatever. Some kid, man. He didn't know.
I mean, dude, even coal silver, even if the coins aren't in great shape, fucking silver spot price is still decent. I mean, hell, it's $14-15 an ounce.
Oh, yeah.
And
Like, I go, when I worked at the gas station, like, we had a taxi driver here that would collect gold dollars. Rest his soul, old Cleo.
Yeah.
And I would collect, like, I'd buy them from the gas station. Like, here's a quarter for a quarter.
Yeah.
But silver quarters, anything that I thought at the time, like bicentennials, my grandmother was really fond of. So I would buy a lot of bicentennials for her.
Bicentennial quarters, there's some double dies of those that are worth a lot of fucking money.
Really?
Like a lot of fucking money, but they're real hard to find. I've been seeing a lot of people, like that Blue Ridge Silverhound dude has been showing like a lot of people finding like what they call curved clips, where like the coin is sliding out of the little slot, like as it's been punched.
Right.
And before it can get all the way out and the next coin can get in, the punch goes in and it like clips the edge of the coin, and like a little.
Oh yeah, like
it looks like a
moon.
hole punch just caught the corner of it.
No shit.
And some of them will be like brockage errors, where like it won't set in the collar right, and the die will strike, and it'll mush out like the outside edges.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll be all warped looking. Like there's several different things to look for. Like there's been people pull out fucking off center strike. I pulled out off center strikes. They're as much as like 10-15% like off center. Like the rim of the coin looks like a fucking crescent moon because it's so far offset. But there's been people pulling up some that are like almost all the way off, where it's like just a blank coin on like a third of it.
No kidding.
Yeah, like there's some crazy looking shit. Sells for like $40-50 for fucking pennies.
It's crazy, man. Like, and check your pocket change, man. Like, do a little research, check your pocket change, and you never know what you come up with.
I survived off going to the bank and buying rolls of pennies that people rolled up and brought to the bank, and bringing them home and taking a fucking microscope and sitting there and one at a time just like flipping them over. Like, no, I got like a little LCD screen microscope and just set it up, plug it up to the computer, pop up the screen on the computer, and you just throw them up there. It's all lit and shit, so you can zoom it in and out. And I would just sit there all day and just shuffle through them. And like I'd put a little line on the bottom of the tray that the coin would sit on, so when I flip it, because there's rotated dies.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dies will get loose and they'll turn, because the coin's supposed to be able, you hold it heads up
And flip it 180
and
degrees.
when you flip it over, the backside should be upright.
Right.
Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you'll flip it over, like hold it in your fingers like this and flip it. When you flip it, the coin will be rotated and off center.
Okay.
The more off center, like counterclockwise or clockwise it is, the more money it's usually worth. Because that shit doesn't really happen because those dies are meant to stay there. They're not meant to just kind of wiggle loose.
I bet they get a lot better maintenance than any of the machines that I work with.
The ones now, yeah. Like the ones back in the day was like mostly hydraulic stamp and shit.
Imagine.
I mean, it's still fucking, they laser engrave all the dies and shit now. Right. That's why all the fucking definitions on coins are like super crisp and shit.
Yeah, like 1080p quarters.
I mean, it's still the same group of folks that have been doing it for fucking ages.
They just got better. No, you know what? Somebody brought up to me the other day, said, you know, we're actually just a bunch of primates with god-tier technology, and we have no fucking clue how to harness it.
What's to say that we didn't have this shit before and just get wiped out?
Good possibility.
I mean, ain't no possibility about it. There's probability is extremely high that a civilization was more advanced than us and got took the fuck out by something happening.
And probably by their own hand.
Apparently, Planet 9 is a thing again and is looking very close to finding an object that fits the bill. Maybe not Nibiru like they were talking, but like they're saying they're finding shit out in the work cloud that's way bigger than they originally thought was out there.
And they're getting pictures off of mirrors, for fuck's sake.
I mean, if you think about it, Oumuamua came out of fucking nowhere. Like, that thing came from interstellar space. Just
way outside of our
hi. Well, come flying through like a big-ass alien dong, just like... And I'm going to loop around the sun, and I'm going to pass right the fuck out this bitch. What's to say something else couldn't do that? And something else bigger do that?
On the right trajectory.
We don't even have to get hit. It's just got to fuck with the gravity of the shit that it flies by enough to pull it our way. And then we're fucked. Because it's going to turn this bitch into a shooting gallery. Because Jupiter can't eat everything. And the only way we're not going to be fucked is if we're on the other side of the sun when that shit happens.
And probability of that being the case, probably pretty low.
I mean... If we're going to talk about probability when we're talking about stellar events and shit, our probability is already fucking god tier as is, because the fact that we haven't been hit by some shit yet is kind of baffling. Because by all technicality, the last major solar event that we had was the Carrington event, and that was in the fucking 1800s. Like, everything was still on telegraphs back then.
Yeah, because they ran by themselves and everything.
Yeah, like, and... shit caught on any kind of electrical wiring caught on fire. They unplugged the telegraphs and they were still sending messages and shit without being plugged in. Like,
that's crazy.
People were seeing electrical discharges like St. Elmo's fire on their fingertips and like arms and shit, like because of the amount of electrical current that was flowing through the earth.
And they didn't have near.
Yeah. No, that shit happened the day everything's going dark. Like, everything's getting real Captain Price real quick. Like, and motherfuckers, your nods are not gonna work either.
You better hope you got all that toilet paper you wanted from 2020.
You better pray to God you live in a fucking Faraday cage, because that's the only way you're keeping any of your electronic shit working. Everything on the outside of it, whether it be communications, GPS, medical equipment, cars, infrastructure, traffic lights, banks, everything's going down. Like, instantly. Boom. Like, because it's going to fry the fuck out of everything we got. And ain't nobody going to be safe from it until we figure out a way to not be susceptible to it.
Right, to preventative.
Which begs the question. I know in Europe, all of their, like, power lines and shit are run underground. That's why they don't have any, like,
power poles,
light poles and shit. They all their wiring is run. Why the fuck didn't we do that here? We bury fiber optic for fucking internet. We bury fucking water lines. Why the fuck are we not burying our power lines too?
To keep people
from... It would keep it grounded. But then again, falls back on the tweakers. God damn it.
You about to
can't
see
do shit
motherfuckers up
because
the
these
road.
motherfuckers would dig up the goddamn power lines to get $80 in fucking copper and fuck everybody's power up for the next 8 weeks.
And probably kill 2 of them.
That'd be kind
Be
of
like, power flicker, another one. We got another one.
It looks like fucking dude from Home Alone when he grabs onto the door and fucking turns into the skeleton. Battery looks like that dude that fucking ran the fiberglass ladder underneath the fucking guide wire and fucking hit that bitch and just till he turned to charcoal.
Yeah. You look like something from Mount Vesuvius, real quick.
Fuck that. That dude looks like a goddamn Roman candle. Like, there were sparks flying off that motherfucker. Like,
It begs this question because they say that it'll travel at your fingertips,
this
your toes.
was way more than 220, and it didn't just grab on it. Fucking
It cooked them.
That motherfucker went stiff and turned into a firecracker. Like,
I've seen enough on Reddit to
that was. It's like the fucking bird where it does a little hop skip and steps on the fucking top of that goddamn transformer. And just,
Yeah.
You watch that motherfucker go stiff and just fall straight the fuck out of the sky, feathers going everywhere.
Just goes to show we have no control. Like we've
Oh,
got
we
a
do.
harness.
Have you ever seen the motherfuckers that break away the transformers, like whenever they're doing the fucking disconnects and shit, where it throws out the goddamn arc that's like fucking
20 feet long. Yeah, every bit of half as thick of a person.
No, all here's went, bro, hell no.
Like, I wonder how much their life insurance costs.
That's enough to take out the entire state penitentiary. Like,
yeah.
everybody stand in the puddle. What? You've already been out.
She didn't want to go out because there's company.
Now she wants to. Yeah.
Oh, well,
NBA heard that. Started recording again with my heel, I think.
He's like that
Boards on the
sometimes.
floor. And all you gotta do is hit space bar to start recording stuff.
Check that.
Dude, I had a fucking taste these goddamn things for like 2 weeks.
I'm guessing they're the coconut fudge dipped. Fudge right.
Yeah, like this samosa knockoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They're good. That's why.
Well, I mean, we got some Starbucks coffee the other day that's toasted coconut mocha,
Mm-hmm.
and it tastes just like these motherfuckers. I mean, like
man,
dead on it.
That'd be like the best thing ever.
These are the cheapo ones, though.
Hey, the cheap ones are still pretty good.
These are hard.
How hard do they go? Oh, what? Hard as fuck. Yeah. Dude. Oh, they're hard. Oh, I thought you... Okay, misinterpretation. That's on me.
Like, I just dropped it and nothing broke off of it.
The table got a dent in it, though. It was like, what are you throwing, man?
No. Get out of here.
Every episode, I say, this is going to be my favorite episode, and every episode surpasses the one previous.
Hey, at least we're not fucking up audio and video like we were before.
Man, like I told people, like, stick with it, please. We'll get it figured out. We'll get everything ironed out. And I've got a bunch of people at work that watch it, so hi, guys from
I'm
work.
only one motherfucker.
Everybody's
got
like,
this
man,
up.
everybody works like, I wish you'd shut the fuck up about this. They may not say that, but they think it. I'm like, hey, do you like podcasts? What's it about?
Everything.
Everything. You guys fucking off.
Probably gonna piss you off.
It's going to piss you off and make you laugh at the same time. Probably not the same time, but within 15 minutes at least.
Sure, there's been several people that are pretty hot when some of the shit comes out of my mouth. Speaking of, this is one of the things that I'll talk about her. Most savage burn I've ever done on somebody the other day.
Better than the Christmas at your mom's box.
Way better. Fucking getting in the truck at the grocery store. This dude and his buddy come walking by after they get out of like this shit box 250 dually.
Yeah.
Dude walks by and goes, fucking ugly. I just like stuck my head out the window. I was like, "So's your fucking boyfriend," but I don't go around telling everybody about it. Didn't your mama ever tell you if you ain't got nothing nice to say to keep your fucking mouth shut? Dude, I woke up and I chose violence that day. It's just without skipping a beat,
Yeah.
like I heard fucking ugly. I was like, "So's your fucking boyfriend." Everybody in the parking lot, like, huh?
What? Oh yeah, everybody rubber banded.
It was fucking hilarious. Because dude immediately looked at the ground and didn't say shit else.
That's just what I've told everybody at work. I'm like, I will probably die by my own mouth, and you will know that I ramped it up a lot at the end because of the gruesome nature of the crime scene.
Kenny's always said it like, if I get killed, just know I ran my mouth
To the bitter end. Yes.
And that's very true.
Yeah.
Because no, funniest shit I've ever seen somebody do. We had a dancer whose boyfriend came up to the club one night and stole her bag. Well, dude came back up there another night, was trying to come back in and do some ignorant shit. He's in the parking lot in a Charger, like fucking new
Of course,
Charger.
he's in a Charger.
Got a Glock with an extendo sitting in his lap.
And probably Switch.
Nonetheless, Will's standing out there talking shit, talking about, "Get out the car, motherfucker. I ain't worried about your gun. I'll beat your ass." And fucking Kenny comes out. Dude stole this dancer's bag before she tipped us out, so she couldn't tip us that night.
Oh, shit.
And Kenny goes, "Yo, yo, yo, you the dude that stole her bag?" And dude goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You owe me $20. Technically, you owe me $20 and him $20. And he pointed at me. And I just looked at Kenny like, "This dude's got a gun in his lap." He's like, "No, I ain't worried about that. $20. You owe us both money."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I got you, man." And like takes out $40 out of his stack that's in his lap and tries to hand it out the window to Kenny. Kenny goes, "Nah, man, just drop it on the ground. I don't want to get that close to a Charger. It'll fuck up my credit score." Bro, I fucking lost my shit.
My God. I
Dude,
should have
I
gotten
was
that
running
job up
around
there.
the parking lot like Chris Tucker in Friday, dude. I was just clowning on this dude after that. Like, he dropped the fucking money in the parking lot, took off after that. And I just looked at Kenny and I was like, that had to be the funniest shit I've ever seen. And it was on video, too. Somebody still got the video. Like, the whole thing, you just hear me die fucking laughing.
Oh my God, bro, I'd be rolling. That's fucking. That
one
great.
was right
I got
up there
tear.
with the "shut up, bitch." I said fucking ping pong balls, not soccer balls.
Oh my God.
Show him your ping pong ball trick. "Oh my God, I love ping pong balls." Shut up, baby. Bro, he said it before he even fucking thought it. Like, it hit and he pulled the mic away from himself and me and him just both fucking lost it.
Just fucking. Oh my God.
Because we were both right there at the same time. Like, me and him both said the same shit.
Bro,
And
I could not
immediately
have
had
gotten
to walk away from one another. 'Cause, like, we were both fucking crying, couldn't breathe.
Where you look at your friend and you trying to get some.
No, dude, there was no looking at each other. Because if we did, we immediately started crying, laughing again. Like, I was fucking doubled over in the chair, just like hyperventilate.
It's a good thing I didn't get that job at the club because I would probably. Oh man.
I have a lot
I would
of
have
good
fucking
memories
killed it.
of that place. That is just like
You miss
shit talking and ripping, but there was way more bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Than there was like
ha ha
fun time. There was way more downtime, boredom, bullshit, or just drama and bureaucratic bullshit.
Like, oh yeah, hierarchy.
There was a lot of politics and fucking strip clubs.
That's a lot everywhere you go, and it's terrible in some places.
That's why I've made the decision that I'm not going to work for anybody but my goddamn self from here on out.
Yeah. It's 3 out of 5 stars. Wouldn't recommend.
I can't do it. I'll put hands on somebody.
Came real close the other night. But I hadn't gotten a lasso on me when they did. Because I told them, I was like, because I was, when the second cop car pulls up and your legs start shaking, I was that angry.
Dude, and the way people act nowadays and the way people talk, especially people that are like have any kind of authority figure in a workplace. Bro, fuck that.
Oh man.
Bro, I'm a grown ass man. You gonna talk to me like a grown ass man, or I'm gonna slap your ass like a child.
Talk to me like you got some fucking sense, yo.
Like, you
That's
ain't
what I
gonna
told him.
fucking demean over me just because you fucking higher up on the food chain in the workplace. Fuck you, dude.
I'll show you. Yeah, real quick. I can show you who.
Foreman doesn't mean shit about getting hands. Like,
Oh, you scared? You ain't gotta be scared to get your ass whooped.
nope.
You do the
And you
scientific
ain't gotta
method.
be big to get your ass whooped either.
I'd much rather fight a bigger dude any day than somebody smaller than me. Swear to God.
I don't give a fuck.
Like I'm old still.
Shit. You gonna be fighting for air, you fight for me.
You got a new hole to breathe out of there, buddy. You doing all right?
What is that? That's daylight. Damn, it got bright out early. I ain't playing that bullshit. I'm too fucked up. Some old fucking crazy shit I did when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no time to fucking fight with nobody. Like that dude fucking tried chasing me down coming back from Tennessee that night. I was like, oh, buddy, you playing a fucking dangerous game.
Yeah. You're utilizing
you were
that
not
scientific
Anthony Hopkins, sir. You'd have to be fucking Hannibal, motherfucker. Did you come up that off ramp? You gonna have a bad day.
Eating something.
I wish he would have had to sleep or something because he came by blowing the horn and I would have just got on that bitch. And like, horn blows to the driver.
Horn blows. I bet the driver is immaculate.
Fucking dude got on the CB on the way home from Arkansas and he was like, tell me what would possess a driver to drop trailer and then take up an entire another parking spot with his tractor just cuz.
Yeah.
I was like, sounds like that driver would be a grade A dickhead, sir.
Did you work for Swift?
That's exactly what I was saying. No, what was it?
See what I fucked up
I don't
today.
know how to park with the trailer attached. I drove for Swift and now I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Fucking her dad drove for Swift. Which, Swift and JB
Oh yeah.
Hunt.
JB Hunt, yeah.
JB Hunt. Yeah, those drivers can't drive for shit either, but they both have governors on their trucks, which is why they drive like fucking grandmas. And they also have electronic logs, so they can't run the old school way of doing shit anymore.
Oh yeah, but paper and pen. That sucks.
Oh yeah, nobody gets away with paper and pen anymore. Most everybody's doing electronic logs now because there's too many motherfuckers that were running like long time. I rode with
Lots
somebody,
of coffee.
I rode with somebody that drove across the entire state of Texas in 16 and a half hours, and that was from panhandle to panhandle, like El Paso to like Louisiana side of Texas. So from tip to tip, the long way. Came in from fucking New Mexico.
Yeah.
Came in from New Mexico and then went down through El Paso and then ran the link, bitch.
That's hauling, man. That's
a
shaking ass.
long fucking drive, bro.
Nothing. Nothing
like
but some
700 miles, 800 miles, something like that. It was the distance of driving to fucking Chicago from here.
Yeah.
Just like one state of nothing but cactus, desert, pueblo houses, tumbleweeds, and fucking random lizards. Like it, fucking Texas is boring as shit, and an occasional border patrol checkpoint in the middle of fucking nowhere. Just a big goddamn way station looking fucking setup.
Yeah,
with
like,
guard
yes,
towers
Hobla.
and like 80 fucking border patrol and all kinds of German shepherds. And they walking around everybody's shit.
You got the mirrors and shit looking underneath.
Oh, they walking dogs around the cars mostly. It's like middle of the state checkpoint, so they're trying to like hit people trafficking from California.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
coming back with a bunch of weed and shit.
Way to go.
That was back in the day though. That's been a long time ago.
Now everything's legal, and they're like, "What are we gonna do
I
now?"
mean, weed was still legal in California back then, but like,
Wasn't in Texas.
I mean, Texas is pretty lax on their shit now. Joe Rogan's there for fuck's sakes. It's not like he eased up on smoking.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
and
Texas...
not to mention they've decriminalized like THCA and shit like that. Like they've changed the wording of like cannabis shit around to where marijuana and cannabis aren't classified as the same thing. And somewhere, check out the Farm Bill. Like the Farm Bill that Trump signed in has got a lot of spurious fucking wording in it for like the cannabis industry, which is why all this like Delta 8 and THCA shit. THCA literally turns into THC as soon as you put fire to it. Like it converts from THCA to
So the
THC.
stuff they sell at smoke shop is actually
it's legitimate weed. It's not as potent,
right,
but it's still very well. Like I've watched reviews of people smoking the shit, and they're like, it
feels like the real
deal. It
deal.
feels just like the real thing, and you can get it mailed to you in all 50 states.
Well, I know like a lot of the tobacco shops have.
That's a lot of that like CBD flower and that.
Yeah, that's
what
I was wondering.
They just rebranded the shit we used to see back in the day in like High Times and like the stuff that was in the back of the magazine and all the fucking like mail order ads where you could order like legal bud that was like super low THC content. I just think they found a way to rebrand that shit.
Cause I mean I didn't feel like I went up there and spent like $40 and I wasn't impressed with it.
No, this shit is like you have to get like the THCA shit because I've looked into it a little bit and it's. I mean, I've smoked some of the fucking moon rock shit was THCA.
Yeah, that shit.
And I
wreck,
got that
your
shit
shit make
mail.
You sweat.
Yeah.
My God,
motherfucker.
bro, dude, I didn't touch my bowl for like 2 weeks because I had that moon rock and I was like,
it's like I already feel that unholy shit. Like I don't feel like having hot flashes. I don't want to go through menopause. Trying to get hot,
bro. Like, and you said that, and I'm like, yeah, bullshit. I hit it, and I was like,
oh yeah,
it started perspirating on my forehead. I was like, oh, I may have fucked
did that
up, man.
shit as soon as it got here. Like whenever it got here, I just broke some off through in there. I was like, his shit ain't gonna be that fucking about it. And dude, the last time I'd had moon rocks, I was in California. And we smoked a blunt of moon rocks. Yeah, with another fucking DJ from out there. Like we're hanging out and shark fishing off the pier. And smoked a blunt of moon rocks, and I don't remember my next like 2.5 days. Like I remember eating and nodding in and out of consciousness and trying to drink the same beer for like 3 days. It just kept ending up in the fucking refrigerator. I lost my car keys and my house keys that weekend. Like, yeah, and fucking, I don't say it wasn't. It was Ocean Beach. That's where we were.
Ocean Beach.
Yeah, like down between San Diego and Los Angeles, I think.
Okay.
It was in San Diego because we went to fucking Tijuana that weekend, and that's how I ended up losing my keys. Because this motherfucker drug me to Tijuana.
Bro,
when we didn't even have passports. We paid the fucking border patrol dude on the Mexican side $20 to get across. All because this motherfucker wanted to go to the Deja Vu down there, the big strip club, the one that looks like the titty twister from Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah.
And then dude got us like strong armed for like $400 and probably almost got us killed more than a dozen times. Like, motherfucker literally walked up to the first dude he saw when we came across the border and was like, strip club? like,
like,
oh my God, dude, we're gonna end up in a bathtub full of ice.
You're gonna end up in a fucking acid
it's like neither
somewhere.
one of us speak any fucking Spanish past like C.
That's it.
No bueno. Like I fucking
Habla.
Me amo es dipshit.
Yeah.
Like you speak Spanish? Poquito. Muy poquito. Like I slept through Spanish class. Did not pay attention. Like
nobody can be like the machine.
I remember numbers to like 5, maybe 6, and like
I think we had an issue with this years ago. We're like Quattro, and I'm like, oh shit.
Cinco's 5 because of fucking Cinco de Mayo. That's the only reason I remember that.
And I was
Quattro.
Like, we're getting gonna get raped in the comments for this.
I don't need to do that. Like, goddamn, that's revisiting shit from way too long ago.
And then
I wish I could fucking get the goddamn learning curve I had in high school again, to where I could just pick shit up. Because I literally sat down with the acoustic yesterday and tried to learn, what was it, On the Killing Floor by, I can't remember what dude's name is. This song from fucking Oh Brother Where Art Thou when they're sitting out by the fire and Tommy's just picking around on the fucking guitar.
Oh yeah.
That fucking little like I fucking took me 4.5 hours just to figure out the little progression. And it's like I used to be able to sit down and sight read shit like this because it's just like little finger picking bullshit. Like it's not even that fucking hard. It's just my dexterity and my patience with shit nowadays.
Not only that, but you got to think your hand-eye coordination's probably gone down a significant amount since high school.
It doesn't help that it's like DAD FAD tuning. So it's like
Right,
it's like
tuning,
you're in C tuning
but not
for the bottom 3 strings, but the top 3 strings are in D tuning, and it gives us this really weird, like
Wang.
resonant, like octave tone to it. It sounds really cool. It's a motherfucker to play. Can't finger pick for shit.
That's all I do. I fucking suck with picks,
Fucking
honestly.
Pin picks. Pin picks and do the chicken. I like this thing. It sounds really good.
What is that? I was actually gonna ask.
Alvarez
was pretty good at
box,
man.
Concert series. It's got that real smooth, like.
Ooh, I see that.
Yeah, man, this thing, the strings on this bitch are dead as fuck.
Still sounds like pretty decent, honestly. With dead strings.
Yeah, I mean they're fucking ragged out, dude. I've been playing a lot.
You've been playing on that so long that G-Dub is probably going to come after your strings with a global war on terrorism. That's how good them strings are with all this that oil.
Been trying to play a lot more.
I need to, man. I've not,
Dude,
I've not pulled mine out of the fucking case or anything in the last like couple of years. Need to check, make sure there's still intonation.
I fucking gotta adjust the truss rod in this one because the action's getting really high down towards the fucking upper frets. It's really hard to fret.
Oh yeah.
I got ruined on the fucking Epiphone. That thing.
Oh yeah.
So goddamn.
So yeah, perfect action, perfect height.
I mean, that thing had just been fucking dialed in from the because it was a guitar tech that built the thing.
Oh yeah.
Like they put the new pickups in and the locking tuners on it, so the tuner, like once you get that thing in tune, you just lock those tuners down and that shit stays there until you like bend the string to fucking back.
Yeah.
They played that fucking Nashville and Knoxville.
Shit,
That's
dude.
how they opened up to fucking Rosetta Stone. Is you just hear like the fucking little slow guitar part building in like the EKG. Dude, oh, I fucking lost my shit because I knew that meant they were playing Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
And they didn't play that the first time we saw them in Memphis. They played Zombie in the Pot instead.
Really?
Yeah, they hadn't played Rosetta Stone in like 10 years till this tour. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, they fucking kicked that one off and just that. Dude, fucking lasers start going ape shit.
You're like, ah.
Dude, and it's
That's
very
nostalgic.
good show. Very, very good show.
Hell yeah.
I was kind of upset they didn't play Vicarious. I'm still waiting for a day to catch him play Writing 2 live.
Oh yeah.
Either Writing 2 or I want to see him do the Push It, like the Slavial version.
Yeah. Oh my God! Like I want you to stick with me. This is gonna be.
He did that at the beginning of the show. He's like, we're gonna take a trip. You just gotta be present, be with us. Put your fucking phone in your pocket. Can't keep your phone in your pocket for 2 hours. You have a fucking problem. Worse than goddamn fentanyl. It's literally what he said.
Wow.
And then
He's not wrong though.
He did exactly what I thought he was gonna do, because when we were in Knoxville, he was like, Knoxville. Everybody goes, yeah. He goes, sounds a lot like Nashville. Crickets. And then in Nashville, he goes, Nashville. And everybody goes, yeah. He goes, sounds a lot like Knoxville. And everybody went, boo. He was like, well, do better. Fucking kicked into, I forget what it was. Second song. I think it was Zombie. Pretty sure it was Zombie. Because that. Yeah, that riff's so hard, dude.
Oh yeah.
And then when they do the breakdown, where that pause, they hold it for a second.
So you just keep
so
in
everybody,
suspense.
so they think you think it's like over, and then they like fucking everybody just went ape shit. Dude. Their shows are so like tame compared to what they used to be though now. Because it's all seated.
Dude. He's 60
like
years old, man.
Well, I'm talking about like for the like as far
because
as like,
the crowd's like 30 years old.
I mean,
40
still,
years
dude,
old.
like fucking have a floor area. Don't sit down in the fucking pit area. Like,
oh yeah,
that's the whole purpose of going to a concert. You don't want to go sit on the floor like you're watching a fucking movie.
You're watching a play.
I
feel like I'm gonna get Abraham Lincoln.
Most of y'all are too fucked up to stand up. Not judging, but I mean, I come from a time where you had to do your hallucinogens and stick with it.
And float and bounce off people.
Sit down to get down. If you're doing whippets, everything else, you're walking, motherfucker.
You're a mech suit. A meat mech suit.
Dude,
with a brain.
There was a guy in fucking Atlanta at Iris back in the day, one of the big clubs there.
Yeah.
Fucking, they had like a street team, which was the owner's kids. But this dude made a thing called Bass Bot. And it was just like him in fucking like motorcycle pads and shit that were painted like fluorescent colors, and they like had all kinds of spikes. But he had those fucking like 1-watt green lasers built into some gloves. So he could just like do this and fucking shine them.
Oh yeah.
And he walked around with like the big cryo cannon fire extinguisher guns and shit, like blowing fucking smoking.
Great
Imagine
atmosphere.
that motherfucker walking through while you're just like balls in there, like
no, because
dude comes walking out, fucking kitted out, wild shit on stilts, like fucking 9 feet tall. He came and did that shit at fucking Memphis when we did it at Levitt Shell.
Oh shit!
Like that shit was crazy. The first year they did that, like they had fire performers and shit out there. It was fucking cool.
That would be really cool, man. Like
that was the first time I ever did DMT. Psilocybin was playing, and that shit changed my life, bro. Like, I walked out and sat on that fucking hill and just watched the trees growing into all kinds of crazy shapes and shit, and was like off my rocker.
To be young again.
One weekend, that was the first time I got to see Zebler and Connie Experience live. That was when
I
first heard that Wasteland Thunderstorm shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, holy
fuck.
And the after party at Newbies, when Newbies was still over in the art district, like upstairs, like that shit, dude, it was going so hard in there, the floor was like bowing in and shit. Yeah. Like we started the shows at like fucking, I think it was like 10 in the morning, and it went all the way till 4 in the morning, and it was 2 days in a row.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was the first year. The second year, it was like, pretty sure it ended up being 12 to 12, and then we did an after party at a little spot down the street from where the art district was at, because we did the second year, it was like on loading docks in the art district, like down off not Getwell, but it's over off Union, I think.
Yeah.
Like back there where all the buildings are painted crazy. Like if you turn off fucking Sam Cooper or go on Sam Cooper back behind where the club's at, and there's like a little art district back down in there, over by where whatever's and shit used to be. But like that was pretty fun. Everybody gets super fucked up at that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you'd seen a fucking non-dilated pupil one in that building, you'd been like,
oh no, like Knoxville crew was in from out of town.
oh, everybody turned
and
up.
Most of them, like back then, there was quite a few of them that were in the know on a few things, and like,
hey, you try this.
Came and got everybody fucked up. I'm like,
I don't remember what that was. Did anybody else remember what you called that?
Dude, Knoxville was such a weird time for me. I ended up fucking like lost off in the fort
a lot. And then fucking ended up like landlocked at a house getting completely twisted a lot.
Like, I don't know where I'm at, but
oh no, I knew where I was and I knew what I was doing, but it's a lot of fucking full ass nitrous tanks and shit. Like Knoxville is just a typical definition of a college party town. Like,
what's wrong with that?
A whole lot of people doing a whole lot of nothing, but a whole lot of something.
Like, yeah. We may be stuck here, but we're not stuck here.
Oh no, it got to a point where me and another dude there who had like 3 rather substantial bags of Molly, and we were snowed in and incredibly bored. So we started playing this game of where anytime somebody asked for a dab and they went to grab for the dab tool, if you touched the bag of Molly, you had to do a dip.
Oh.
This went on for 3 days. To the point where it stopped being if you touched the bag, people would throw the bag at you. And if, like, you just couldn't, you'd have to shake it off of you and shit. You couldn't touch it to get it off of you, otherwise you'd have to do a dip. Then we just started dosing people. Then we just started dosing drinks in the refrigerator. Like, whole half gallons of
Russian roulette.
Hope you ain't got shit to do today. Like, the main dude at the house was like, y'all better not do that shit to me. And his orange juice was the half-gallon orange juice. And dude dumped, like, a good half off in it, shook it up real good, and threw it back in the back of the refrigerator. And it gets later on in the evening, and this motherfucker's just sipping on that orange juice, and all of a sudden he gets all starry-eyed and starts getting giggly and shit, and he looks around at us, and he's just perma-grin, and he goes, "Fuck you motherfuckers."
You found it, did you?
Oh, that shit was so fucking funny. There were, like, at one point in time in that house, there were like 2 40-pound dental grade nitrous tanks that people were just standing in the corner with a big tube directly off the tank with a rag shoved in it going. Yeah. No, it was a corner full of pillows.
Yeah.
Because you'd hit that shit and it'd just be like,
yep.
Fall into the wall, slide down, come to, and it's like, I just had the greatest idea
Ever.
in the world. I don't fucking remember what it is, though. Dude, I've had some revolutionary ideas on nitrous, and fuck all if I could remember it after it was gone. It was just like,
right there on the cusp. In the ether. Back
it's
it
like
goes.
Phantom hand job of an idea.
Hand job. T-shirt.
A gob. Fucking ghost hand job. Not the Patrick Swayze kind of ghost either.
Ooh.
PC. We're not talking politically correct.
We're
We're talking butthole cancer.
Yeah. There's nothing about us PC. At all. Ever.
I mean, there was a time.
What, when I was born?
No. I mean, I kind of had colon cancer.
Oh, I meant like PC being.
No, I mean,
yeah,
that's
butt
not.
cancer,
That's
yeah.
CC. Copyright claim. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Oh my god, that fucking video you sent me of that old dude dressed up as the fucking devil.
That's the fucking.
I know who it is. I knew who it was as soon as I heard him fucking talking.
Like,
when he was like,
man.
"Don't use turn signals. You never let somebody know your next move." I fucking died.
I knew you, dude. I saw it randomly popped up in my reels, and I
I
was
was about to send that to you because I was scrolling through my feed and it popped up where you had sent it to me, and I didn't see it yet in my notifications, and I watched it and went to go send it to you. I was like, fuck, you already sent it to me. Motherfucker
That
dressed
shit.
up like the devil in the back seat.
You're
Talking about,
in
I need more Kahlua and heroin. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Dude, you got one that says, I'm a boomer. Of course, I bought my house for $37. Damn.
Small, we do something. Just hit this speed bump real fast and just see what the fuck happened.
That dude is fucking.
Just buy a bunch of hookers and heroin.
You sell your car insurance and buy some more Kahlua, heroin. It's like,
You should buy a bunch of Bitcoin.
That was the ending note. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I stopped the whole fucking thing at work. I was like, oh yeah.
Bro,
He's going to get a kick out
so
of this.
much shit talk about cryptocurrency, and I'm sitting over here in the green like a motherfucker right now. Yeah, shit talk all you want to, son, because that US dollar is looking less and less favorable every day. At $34 trillion debt with the interest on top of it, starting to look like Donald Trump's legal fees. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
no,
too.
it's to the point where Jerome Powell, the head of the Fed, literally said it's time to have an adult conversation about the $34 trillion deficit that we have right now. Because there's literally only three ways out of it. Either we cancel out the debt by refinancing it through the Fed and just drop it. There's a way to do it, and this dude explained it, and it makes a little sense, but they probably won't do that extent of it.
Well, no, if it makes common
It's going to
sense,
be
I'm
like
not
a
gonna do it.
three-part thing. There's going to be like a partial like spiral out of just like everything's going to start crashing.
Yeah.
And then they're going to ease the quantitative tightening that they've been doing, and they're going to bump interest rates back, and they're going to start printing money again, and it's going to bail it out a little bit. But I think what they're going to do is try to use that student loan debt shit as like a way to push forward all the national debt into the Fed, because all the Fed's doing is buying up our debt in the first place. Like, they buy our debt and then pay that back with the interest that they gain off the debt they've acquired. That's how the Fed kind of works. It's like balance sheet shit.
Right.
Big nerd, math nerd shit. Like, stuff that way beyond my comprehension and understanding. But, like, I understand high interest rates bad, low interest rates good.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like we are.
and right now, when I look at a fucking interest rate for a fucking personal loan and it's like 34.4%, I'm going, what the fuck? Like,
Feel like old fucking.
that means for whatever amount of money you borrow, you have to pay that amount of money plus 34.9% back. For $4,000, you're paying like 12. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking what? Like,
Yeah.
and that was the low end. And I've got a good credit score. Like, I'm borderline 700. Like, what? like 5-6 years ago, you could get shit that was like 6-8% APR, and it's 30 fucking 4 now. Like, the last time I checked on a fucking loan, it was like 22% interest rates. I didn't realize how fucking serious they were when they said, yeah, shit's about to get real iffy with this whole recession shit. But at the same time, it's like, who put us there? And don't say Biden, because Biden wasn't in office in 2017.
Yeah. Has anybody checked the bills in their wallet yet?
Yeah, I'm still going to call you on that every week, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to find 10 to 1 just about 2017 money to everything else.
Yeah.
You don't even fucking see 90s or
At all.
70s barely ever. Like,
No.
maybe 2 in every 20,
If that.
if that. Like, conservatively, probably 2 in 30. Like,
Yeah.
give or take.
That's pretty
and
good
that's me.
estimation.
Like, I cannot fucking begin to tell you the amount of money that I went through and looked at dates and serial numbers and just looking for, like, I'm fucking on the spectrum, obviously, because I'm fucking good at those C&I puzzles and shit. Find the different. That's what you got to be good at to find coin errors and shit. You got to know what to look for that's out of place.
Right.
Same goes for currency.
And
Money
one of
is
these
printed
things
in
is not like
stages.
the other.
Money is printed in stages. It's not printed all at once.
Yeah.
Like, they run a sheet and they do, like, the greens, and they do another pass of, like, black grays, and then they do another pass of greens, and then they do the serial numbers and shit last and the seals. So there's a lot of shit that can get fucked up. They can get what they call gutter folds in the bills. Like, the bill folds up while it's in the printing process, so when the bill comes out and it dries, there'll be like a crease in the bill. Those are varieties. You'll get shit like off center, which I got something to tell you about after this on that. Like off center notes and shit. There's fucked up shit about that one, but
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
on that
interested.
note, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the N.S.o.S Podcast. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Check out the Patreon, esotericmineralsandcrystals.com. We got t-shirts, stickers, art, sculptures, crystals.
Buy the
As
merch.
you can see, most of this stuff will be listed here pretty soon. But until next week, I'm Lou.
And I'm Jay.
See you next time.
Have the week you deserve.